Hey you guys, it's Stefania. That fake smile I just did. I'm tired. I'm tired, but I'm trying to get these videos out for you guys. It's Stefania with Divine Love Expressions, coming to you with your weekly tarot scope for all the zodiacs, but I'm gonna do it by elements, so earth, air, water, fire, for the week of May 7th through the 13th. May 7th through the 13th, I'm going to start out with water signs because I'm a water sign and I want to know what's going on my week ahead also. I'm going to explain 4 cards to you. The foundation, the bottom of the deck, and this tells me where the energy is stemming from. The overall energy will be the second card. Challenges or blockages will be the third card, and how to overcome will be the fourth. And I also will pull an Earth Magic Oracle card for further clarification or just for a little bit more motivation for you guys. I had a long day. I've been on my feet all day. I've been doing hair all day, cooking, cleaning up behind all these kids. I had like 15 kids in my house earlier, and only 3 of them were mine. I have 3 kids. But they're older kids, so all the little friends want to come over and eat up all my food and stuff. Oh, I also want to mention my daughter and her little friends, they've been going around the neighborhood doing a car wash to raise money for a party, an end of the school year party that they want to give. They want to host, and within the past four days, they've raised $80. I'm so proud of them. I'm so proud of them taking the initiative to actually go for what they want. But if you guys want to donate to that cause, you can do so by donating to my PayPal. But just in the comments or the message section, you can put school party, so I can know it's for them and not me. So I'm gonna go with water signs first. For the week of May 7th through the 13th. Situation, challenge, and advice. Don't ask me why I got these 2 little blue balls on my head. No pun intended. My daughter just put a little headband on me and I just never took it off. Told y'all I'm tired. Situation, challenge, and advice for water signs, and that's Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. And we got all freaking major arcanas, y'all. All major arcanas. So it's like some major shit going on for the water signs. The foundation where all of this is stemming from is the Page of Wands in reverse. And they have another page under that too, but I'm not even going to get into that one. But it's the Page of Wands in reverse. And I feel like this is us for some people, it's you not pursuing something that you're passionate about. For some of you, I feel like you're going to be getting or it's about some disappointing news that you've gotten not too long ago. Some bad news that you got pertaining to something that you want to do, or to something or someone that you're passionate about. For some, I feel like it's past actions. It's dealing with past actions or a lack of action. I'm doing, I put up 4 fingers. I told y'all I'm tired. Don't judge me. I'm doing 3 different three different signs right now for the water element. And there's a bunch of different people that's gonna see this video, so it's going to be different for each person. It's a general reading. It's not a personal reading. If you want me to get specific, you need to get a personal reading. But something that's not abundant. There's no abundance here. Everything is dry. You may be leaving away from that to go back to something from the past. You may be leaving away from that person to go back to someone from the past. And this man looked pissed off about it too. I don't know if y'all can see his face. He don't look too happy. For whatever reason. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, y'all, my daughter had the dog on. TV too loud. So let's move on to the overall energy, which is the Emperor. Trying to see if I can find a pen so I could stamp. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me go find a pen because I want to be able to put what time I started on each zodiac, so you don't have to watch the whole video for you to get to your element. Hold on. Okay, so you know water is at the beginning of it. Water. Okay, so the overall energy is the Emperor, and this is some major shit. Whatever this is causing somebody some is knocking your confidence. Is like a knocking your ego. It's making you not want to move forward with whatever it is that you want to move forward with. You feel bad about what you're doing, or you feel like you're not doing enough. The Emperor being the overall energy. I don't know if y'all can hear that music in the background. My kids are playing, but it's getting on my nerves. The Emperor is the overall energy, and this is about stability. It's about structure. It's about security. It could be about a father figure, a very prominent masculine person that's in your life, or you needing to harness the energy of the Emperor. You needing to be the Emperor of your household. I feel like some of you may be too stubborn. This man looks very stubborn and stuck in his ways, like you can't tell him shit because he knows everything. I know somebody like that, a water sign. I ain't gonna call no names. That foundation that stemming, the energy that stems from, this is no forward movement. Okay, this is going backwards. And there's no forward movement. You're going backwards because you're not allowing yourself. You're being too hard. Being too hard. Being too stubborn. Or maybe there's no forward movement because of your lack of security. Because your foundation is not solid. Because you need to be more in tune with your masculine side. The Emperor is a provider. He's a protector. And maybe you need to be that. Or you have some issues with your dad, or you're having some issues with the man of the house. Your challenge is a strength card. You feel weak right now. Or you're being too tough and you need to calm down that ego. You're being too stern and you need to take a calmer approach, a more gentle approach. Some of you may be missing someone that made you feel like this lion is feeling right now. Or you crave this. You're not getting it where you're at. You're not getting that passion. You're not getting that, there's no water in this card, so there's no emotions. You're not getting the emotional fulfillment that you want. You're not getting the physical touch that you want. There's no green in here that represents the physical. You're not getting the mental stability, the mental stimulation that you want. There's no swords, no air in here. Everything is just dry. You're missing that comfort. The advice is justice in reverse. I feel like you need to bring that balance. Whatever it is that you want this. You have to create it for yourself. You have to bring balance within yourself in order for it to manifest outside of you. If this is what you want, stability, structure, security, a solid foundation. You want to be the emperor. You want to be the king of the castle. You got to be strong. But you got to learn how to be strong and still be compassionate and gentle at the same time. Okay? Too much force, too much force, too much sternness. It pushes people away. You see the person walking away. It pushes people away. You have to create that balance within yourself first. You have to be honest with yourself and others. You have to be a just person. It's a justice in reverse. So you're not being just, you're not being honest, you're not being fair. You have to be fair if you want fairness. If you want justice, you have to be fair. This could be justice in reverse could be a negative outcome, but at the same time, I feel like it's a negative outcome that you created for yourself. It's supposed to be advice. I heard you give what you give. It is what it is. You give what you give. You want love, you need to give love. You want compassion, you need to give compassion. If you want stability, you need to create a stable environment for yourself. You need to create that stability for yourself. Stop going back into old patterns. Dang, we got all this shit going on in 1 week. I got the Lake Stillness for the Earth Magic Oracle. Let's see, because I don't think I got this card before. Oh, God. This is the subdued pastels of the early morning light quietly announce that the night is over and the sun is rising. The lake itself hasn't awakened from its rest and remains still and undisturbed. It welcomes the coming day, ready to respond with grace and fluidity, whatever currents and movements appear in its belly or upon its skin. The surrounding vegetation thrives from the abundant water near the shoreline, and an unoccupied boat lies in wait for its next passenger. All is at rest in this scene. Trying to make it to where y'all can see it. The light was gleaming on it. It's in a deep internal stillness that we find created within yourself. It's in a deep internal stillness that we find our being and come to know that we are intimately united with all creation. To achieve this mindset, we must slow down once in a while and get away from the surroundings that interfere and distract our inner tranquility. When we do so, this profound stillness is available at all times, regardless of the environment. Regardless of the environment. We can experience this sensation with steady conscious breathing, or we can simply pause for a few moments and be still. The tempo of life these days has sped up considerably, and there seems to be no end to this quickening pace. Immersed as we are in the technology whirlpool, there seems no escape. However, there's no need to be a prisoner to it, or no need to be a prisoner to the hurry up syndrome, nor is there a need to feel trapped by the awareness of the collective intensities that massive numbers of humans are experiencing these days. No matter if the noise is from your environment or your seemingly nonstop thinking, it is critical for you to seek stillness. Find it in your world, whether it is a special place in your home or a place in nature that is far from human-made noise. Of particular importance is finding it inside yourself. Whatever stability, that stillness, that comfort, That calmness, you may not have it in your environment, but create it within yourself. Of particular importance is finding inside yourself, which can be made easier by being in a quiet place in a natural setting. Doing so not only relaxes your mind, but also heightens your awareness and senses. So, we'll move on 2025 to Earth signs. Same spread for Earth signs. I did 20 minutes on one freaking sign. That don't make no sense. Earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Same spread for May 7th through the 13th. Okay, your foundation is the Hierophant. About your values. Your values, it could either be your values, things you've been taught, things that you're teaching to others, what you believe in. I feel like this whole spread, I'm just looking at the cards and I'm not gonna take 20 something minutes on y'all readings, earth signs. I'm sorry. It's not gonna happen. And I really don't need to. Because looking at all these cards, it's saying you need to value your own time, value your own peace of mind, value yourself. I feel like you're moving from that phase. I feel like you have been in teacher mode lately, or you have been so concentrated so much on trying to show others how to do things, or trying to teach others certain things, or trying to show others what you value. It's just others. Yeah, my son just came busting up in here. But I feel like this whole reading is telling you you need to value your time, your peace of mind, and yourself more. Earth signs are very nurturing people. I know for a fact. They're very selfless. They're very giving. Your overall energy is the Three of Swords. This Three of Swords is not like the typical Three of Swords in tarot. The typical one is you going through a disappointing experience, heartache, pain, loss. But this card here represents getting past that. This is called the after tarot. So it's whatever is after the usual card, the usual tarot deck. But this is us. You didn't release that pain. You didn't release the disappointment. You didn't got past all that. Okay. Now you're trying to learn how to be content with yourself. You're trying to learn how to be self-sufficient. This is something you're learning. Okay? So you're not the teacher no more. Now you're learning. You're learning how to be content with yourself. You may be learning how to be single. You may have just gotten out of a relationship. You're learning how to be more self-sufficient and self-reliant. You may have been so giving to others or so... You may have been so given to others that you don't actually take the time to enjoy the luxuries or your luxuries or enjoy your money yourself. It's telling you to do that. Okay? Your advice is the World card in reverse. You need to stay by yourself for a while. Spend some time with yourself. Don't worry about the world, what everybody else is doing. This teacher is always concerned about everybody else. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Take some time to heal from that pain that you recently got through. Enjoy being by yourself. Enjoy your own money. Enjoy the single life. Spend some time by yourself. Okay? Pull the Earth Magic Oracle for you. This one is trying to come out. You got Dawn, New Beginnings. I don't think I ever saw this. I don't think I've read this one before. Let's see what it says. It sounds good though. New beginnings. A new phase of life. That's what this could represent too. The world in reverse. You just entered a new phase of life. Okay. It says, hold on. It says, the start of the day brings with it reassurance that the night has passed. Darkness has passed. Okay? It's a new day. No matter what has come before. Wait, let me start over. The start of the day brings with it reassurance that the night has passed, making way for new opportunities no matter what has come before. It reminds us of the predictability of the daily cycles. The first light that forecasts the sun appearance awakens the waking ones who sing and chirp happily at the advent of another morning. It's a time of fresh beginnings from which we can create whatever kind of experience we desire. In this image, we see the rays of the sun stretching into the valley while the sun itself peeks around the corner as if it had set its course to proceed around a bend in the river, which appears relatively still from its rest during the night. The scene exemplifies renewal and new beginnings. When you witness the initial stages of dawn without the benefit of a clock or other timepiece, for a while you may not be able to discern whether the sky is really lightening. The stars remain visible and shadows of the night still shape the landscape. It is that way with any beginning. It is difficult to tell where the old ends and the new begins. Gradually, however, it becomes clear to your senses that the light is definitely increasing. And as you continue to observe, the world slowly wakes up, accompanied by all the sounds, smells, and freshness associated with it. This is all in senses. Sounds, smells, everything of that new day. The little bird chirping, everything they just said. Soon the first glimmer of the sun shows a new day has begun. This is a time to say farewell to the old and honor the new by releasing any self-imposed constraints or resistance to the truth that you know. This is your chance to develop that project you have been thinking about, embark on that adventure you have dreamed of going on, and take risk in initiating what your intuitive self has been telling you to do. Do you? That's what I'm telling you. All that shit that hurt you before, disappointments, all that, that's in the past. Don't worry about it. You're entering a new phase where you're learning yourself and how to do you. As this prospect becomes increasingly visible and real, doubts and uncertainties may arise, but rest assured, just as dawn inevitably turns into day, by heeding your inner guidance, you will succeed. Okay? So that's my earth signs. We had 30 minutes and 34. I'm going to do 30, 36 for air. 30, 36 for air. Fan spread for my air signs, Gemini, Aquarius, and who else? Sagittarius is fire. Gemini, Aquarius. Dang, who else is the air sign? It's gonna come to my head, y'all. The air signs, y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't feel like getting up to go to my phone right now. Let me go see. That's bugging me. Hold on. All right, let's see. What's the other air sign? No, Gemini, Aquarius, and because it's in my head, but it don't want to come out my mouth. Libra. I knew that. It was in my head. Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Forgot about y'all Libras. I'm sorry. From May 7th through May 13th. Same spread. Yeah, all cups. All cups. And two of them are in reverse. And this Empress is in reverse. That's the foundation where all of this is stemming from. You're wanting some love. You're wanting some nurturing. Y'all are air signs. Y'all are very, you know what you want. And you have not been getting what you want. It may be a lack of nurturing from your mother or a female that's in your life. You may not be nurturing yourself enough. Your creativity is blocked. And it's a lack of abundance. I feel like you're feeling that you don't have enough. You're not content in your home. You're not content with your family situation. You're just not happy right now. But air signs are very I heard standoffish type of people. I have air in my chart. I'm a Aquarius rising, and I can get to the point where I just don't freaking feel like being bothered with anybody, but at the same time, I want to be bothered with people. It's like I want company, but then when they're there too long, I don't want it. Y'all know how I go. You want some nurturing, you want some love. You're feeling that you're lacking that in your life. You're lacking happiness, you're lacking fulfillment. Something is just lacking. The emotional fulfillment is lacking. You're lacking your desires, like you aren't able to create or not able to manifest your desires or that happy home, that happy family that you want. But the challenge is the Knight of Cups. If this is a person, it's a water sign person. But energetically, it's saying that you're not trying to go for it. You want it, but you ain't going for it. This horse is not taking any steps. It's like you want to put his foot in the water, but he's like, I don't know if I really want to put my foot in that water. It might be cold, might be too hot. I don't know. That's what it is, because your advice is the Ace of Cups, but it's in reverse, and it's telling you, for one, you're not listening to your intuition. You know what you need to do, and you're not doing it. For two, you're not being open to love. You're not being open to fulfillment. You got that sword up for protection. Put the shit down. If you want love, you want fulfillment, you want your desires, you need to remain open to it, and you need to take action towards it. Go. No, you're not. Go lay down. It's 11:27, Satan. It's time for you to go to bed. You ate already. Go to bed. You have to remain open. You have to leave room for things to come to you and stop putting up that metal block or that mental block. It's like things are trying to the possibility for this new beginning with love, new beginning with your desires, or an opening of your intuition, love offers, just that emotional fulfillment is there, it's available to you, but you're not remaining open to it because you're being stubborn. I know I'm talking to myself too. So let's pull an Earth Magic Oracle card for you guys. Yeah, summer solstice. Solstice. Summer solstice. Radiance. See that sun? That's that vitality. That's that confidence. That's that energy. Like you get energy from the sun. That's that clarity. That's, how do I want to say it? Where is it? Energy. I need some energy. Whatever you radiate from within, that's what you're going to attract to you. But let me see what the card says. Summer solstice. The word solstice originates from the Latin word solstitium, that which means stationary or stopped. This is because twice during the solar year the sun appears to rise and set in the same place for several days. It seems to be taking a much needed rest before making the next circle across the sky from one solstice to the next. Its ceaseless predictability or predictable certainty having existed since before the time of our ancestors. There are stories in many cultures that personify the sun as a deity, either male or female, often riding the sun across the sky in a boat or chariot. With the summer solstice comes the culmination of the sun's travels that have led to the longest days of the year. The light is now at its fullest and has provided its own brand of nourishment to the land and all of its inhabitants. Celebrations and ceremonies abound. Passion and playfulness, not stubbornness. Passion and playfulness. Well, I saw that it. Yo, wait. I'm trying to be like this and I done lost my spot. Passion and playfulness are themes. We feel an innate desire to be outdoors in the natural world and reap the benefits of the longest days of the year. We instinctually seek the light, and during this cycle, there's an abundance of it. Let the radiance of the sun inspire your inner radiance to shine forth. Release your concerns about what may happen in the future and focus appreciating everything you have that is good right now. Allow Father Sun to take away your worries and cares. Do something physically attractive to stimulate your inner light. Dance, sing, but most important, get outdoors. Do not let any negative thoughts or habits stop you. When you are in love with life, you naturally radiate that love. During this part of your cycle, your capacity to love is greatly amplified, and one of those supreme ironies of life, the more love you give, the more returns to you. It starts by allowing the radiant being you truly are to be expressed into the world. Smile a little more. Stop being so serious, air signs. Notice the beauty of nature. See the humor in the paradoxes of life. Show your love, especially to those whom you are closest. Then smile even more and watch how the world around you lightens up. If you want to create this, you need to give this. Okay? My air signs. We're at 43 minutes down. 43 minutes. I need to go to bed. But I had to get this out to y'all because I don't want to be doing the videos during the week because I have a lot of other stuff that I need to do. I won't be doing the dailies anymore, only the monthlies and weeklies. My charger. Is this my charger? Take the other one. So I'm going at, I said 43 minutes. For my fire signs, for May 7th through the 13th. And that is Leo's, Sagittarius. Dang, I keep on missing the third one. Blame it on my sleep, y'all. I'm a little sleepy. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. How could I forget Aries? And that's like the fire sign. The fieriest of the fire sign. And my son, who just walked up in here, who I was looking at, he's the Aries also. So Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. The same spread for May 7th through the 13th. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I heard clarity. I fooled myself, y'all. I was looking at a screenshot on my phone and it was saying that my phone was on 90%, but that's the percentage my phone was on when I took that screenshot. And it's actually on 13%. So clarity. This card fell out, which is the Six of Swords. And this is a card of a transition. It could be a card of travel by water. But it's a card from you moving into an emotionally unstable situation into a more grounded energy, or an emotionally unstable time in your life, or from you being emotionally unstable or being confused to being more grounded. And we are in that Taurus energy right now, and that's a more grounded energy. And they have the new moon that's coming up on the 15th that's in Taurus, and the sun is also in Taurus, so I don't know if it's an eclipse, but that's gonna ground all of us. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been going through some emotional stuff the past few months. I know probably a lot of you have, but we coming out of that into a more grounded energy. I'm gonna just put this one to the side and still pull my regular cards. For fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, May 7th through the 13th. I did hear, man, I need to listen to myself, because I did hear deception. When I was looking at my phone thinking it was 90%, and it wasn't, I heard deception in my head, but I just ignored it. But then the foundation is the moon reversed, and the moon could be a card of lies, deception. I don't know if you're deceiving yourself, deceiving other people, you're lying to yourself, lying to other people. You have some fears. Mommy, every time I try to charge it and play the game, that was my son again. I'm trying not to yell at him on the camera, because then y'all gonna talk about me. And I'm tired and he needs to be asleep because he got school in the morning. But anyway, so it's stemming from, and it could be stemming from something that happened on the last full moon. Let me see something. Because I made a mistake and I said April 7th. April 7th was a time of releasing. So it may be something from that time frame around April 7th that you released. This is also a card of releasing. It's releasing emotional junk is releasing, is moving on from something. So maybe something that you moved on from around that time. Mommy, it is not working. I keep doing. Hold on. That's what I get for trying to do videos while my kids on. But anyway, because usually I do them while they're in school. But something that happened around the 7th, on April 7th, like I mistakenly said, that's the second mistake I made. That was during a waning moon. So it was something that was released or something that you moved away from around that time. The overall energy is Empress in reverse. We just got this Empress card too with the lads with the air signs, but it's the Empress in reverse. During that waning moon time or during the waning moon phase, like our energy is very low, and it could cause us to lack in our creativeness. It could cause us to not feel, how I want to say this, because this is sexuality too. So your sex drive may be low. And as I'm recording this, we're in a waning mood phase also. April 7th was waning gibbous. And right now, it's waning gibbous again. Okay? So around this time, y'all may have, your sex drive may be low. I believe your sex drive is low. Fire signs? Or your energy may be low. Could be a lack of nurturing, lack of creativity. If it's creativity, or nurturing or sex, the challenge is the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Wands. Lack of sex. But the Knight of Wands is telling you to take charge, or is you having trouble taking charge of a situation, of you having trouble taking action on your passions. Tatum, let me finish. Let me finish doing this video, and then I'm gonna come talk to you. Okay? I'm almost done. Go in your room. It's a lack of movement. This is like high energy. So Aries, you may not be feeling like yourself lately. It's like you're going through a transition, or you're going through another phase, or some type of phase where you're not feeling like yourself because you're not active, or as active, or maybe you're not able to be as active as you would like to be. The advice: close the door, Doobie. Close the doors, Hayden. The advice is the Emperor in reverse, and it's telling you to stop being so, having to be in control so much. To let loose a little bit. I'm in the middle of making a video, and I've been saying this whole time, like, I'm tired. I'm tired. Wait, I'm still recording right now. I feel like it's saying to let loose a little bit. It's a lot that you're holding in and a lot that you're holding back from. And the Knight of Wands is telling you let loose and just go after whatever it is that you want. But I'm going to pull the Earth Magic Oracle card for clarification. Two cards fell out, but I'm only going to read one, which is break free. Break free from that little slump. Are you feeling whatever it is that you're holding back from? It's telling you to break free. You need to transition move out of that murky water and move into a more stable, grounded energy. Let's see. It says, the powerful creature of the ocean takes a few great sweeps with his fins and propels himself briefly out of the waters where he can spend the majority of his life. He's taken a break from the ordinary earth element in which he lives to exist even for a few moments in a realm of blue skies and sun, having broken through the skin of the ocean in a magnificent display. I keep pausing because this shit is long. It's way longer than the other ones I've read. But all baleen whales breach, but none more spectacularly than the humpbacks, considered the acrobats of the family. They arch, stretch, and twist their bodies. Even as they approach the surface of the water. And what may be an ancient mating ritual. I told y'all need some sex. A form of communication or even a way to remove parasites. In this image, the humpback whale that has burst out of the ocean expresses an almost palpable feeling of release and joy. Often when we manage to change our environment to break through illusory blockages, we experience an intense feeling of relief and can let go of any previously held fears and assumptions of what would happen once we did overcome that barrier, whether it's material, emotional, or mental. Simply getting away from the trance of technology for a few hours and spending that time. Simply getting away from the trance of technology for a few hours and spending that time in nature is a breach from the trappings of civilization that can suffocate us and prevent us from connecting to Earth. It is time to take a break. It is time to take a break. Not just a coffee break, but a respite from the usual environment you find yourself in. That trip you wanted to take, go for it. Tired of being indoors? Make it a point to get outside. You have become so attached to your surroundings that you have created within them an illusion of safety. Yet it is not these things that make you feel safe. Rather, The familiarity you have imbued in your surroundings have generated this false sense of security. Taking time away from the familiar is literally about changing your external environment in a significant way, such as doing something unusual or perhaps something you have always wanted to experience. Another perspective is breaking through the barrier of beliefs that have constricted you in any way from being who you truly are. This is your opportunity to do something intentional, breaching of these thought patterns, which will open you to different worlds and perspectives. And that is all I have for you guys today. I'm tired. I'll see y'all in a week. Or catch me on my social media. If you want a personal reading, you can hit me up via my social media, email, or my contact information below. Please like, share, subscribe to this channel. If you want to subscribe to my website, that information is below. And that's it. I love you. Mwah.